Hey everyone, welcome to Mental Health Matters. Why are we here? Because 2 out of every 3 gun deaths you hear about on a regular basis, are actually suicides and not violence. So, if more than 60% of the deaths that occur because of guns, or in spite of guns, depending on which way you want to look at it, stop, drop, Hawkeye drop, Hawkeye, sit. He listens very well. Sit. He's like, nope, we're not going to do that. So, anyway, 2 out of 3 gun deaths are suicides on average over the past 20 years. And we have not done anything really to improve that. We are here every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, since 2018, give or take, to talk about it. Because if you talk about the actual problem of suicide and really talk about suicide prevention, it will make a difference. People don't want to say the S word. Now, when it's alive, often, whatever this is called, YouTube will absolutely cut you down. However, this is pre-recorded tonight. Why? Well, because it's birthday weekend and we're going away tomorrow, so I got to go to bed early tonight. And there's a dog here, so he gives me opportunity to talk to you guys. Now, sometimes he will drop the way he is supposed to, but if he pulls, then I don't play. Hawkeye drop, and he's just not doing the thing that he's supposed to do. Hawkeye drop. He's still not listening. Sit. Yeah, see, all I gotta do is point at him, tell him to sit, and then he runs away. So, mental health. What do we talk about? Well, number one, you can say the S word, the suicide word. And no, if someone is sad and depressed, you're not all of a sudden going to teach them that that is the way out. People are afraid to talk about it. Why are they afraid? Well, because it's something that I believe some crazy statistic, something along the lines of 80 to 90% of the population have actually considered suicide at some point in time, even if they don't have a plan. But the reality of life is hard, and sometimes people can have that thought of, well, it would be easier if I weren't here. And is that a suicidal thought? I don't know. There's always debates. It's sort of like when I had the debate of, I said that I was a suicide survivor. And someone said, no, you're not, because you didn't actually attempt to commit suicide. You only had a plan. So it only goes, suicide survivors, only the people who've actually attempted and lived, like G23, for example. And I'm just like, well, that's one way to look at it. We don't have to agree on it. What we can agree on, chances are, is if your life is that bleak, or your brain is paying that much attention to the fact that the world would be better without you, then that is where we have a problem, regardless of what we call it. Hello, large dog. Are you going to drop this time? He dropped this time. Sit. See, that's what he's supposed to do when I tell him to sit down. See, once I have the Frisbee, then he will listen. So, why are we doing dog training plus suicide prevention Saturday? Well, number one, we've talked about this before. Dogs get views. Second, our brain is no different than our dogs. You have to train them. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they do not. So that is the truth of the matter when it comes to these things. Sit. There are times in our life when we have full control over what's going on in our brain, and we sit and down. And when we tell it to go down, it calms down. And then there's the times when you really need it to behave, and that is generally when it does not behave, and it does whatever the stinking heck it wants to. Because we can't control everything always. We can sort of control and realize at least we have the option to pay attention and decide. Ready? And oh yeah, by the way, anybody wants to know, this is the craziest Frisbee ever, because the dog absolutely destroys them usually. And the Kong Frisbees have lasted for years. Like, he's 6 years old, and we still have the original Kong Frisbee from probably 5 years ago. Ew, gross and disgusting. Nope, you can drop. Good drop. You get the bugs down. Hawkeye down. So, that's it. Mental health matters. Train your dog, aka your brain. Realize you have a choice to decide what you can do. Now, I just taught a class It was good. Now I get to sit in my backyard, look out over the valley, and play with the dog and drive the dog crazy and get slobbered on a whole lot. There's lots of slobber. Lots and lots of slobber. So, oh yes, also, we lose things. See this watch? Phooey, drop. My watch I dropped. I put away. I took it off. I put it in a normal place. Or at least I thought I put it in a normal place. And it's been missing for 3 days. And then my husband scoured the entire house. And he finally sent me a picture. Because you know where it was? It was on my dresser. I couldn't find it because I put it in a cup in my dresser, which was very surprising. However, I must say, the thing about the watch is it was in a very special cup. Long ago and far away, I had a friend named James, and his brother committed suicide. And he gave me the cup that his brother made before his demise. So, this is why, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, we hop on Saturday night to talk about the fact that somebody you know has probably been touched by suicide. And the other reality of this is most people will not talk about it unless you start the conversation. Now the dog's going to stick the conversation with his favorite lid of all lids in the entire world. But here's the deal. If you're willing to talk about it, if you're willing to share out this show, even when it is super short, and just say, well, we should talk about it. Ooh, wait a second. Did you see it? Did you see it? Ta-da! I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to see if I can outline it. But when I look right there, I see a big stinking heart that goes like that. I hope y'all see it. Because, I don't know, I felt the need to stand up. And to me, I see the heart right there. That's the base, that's the center, and they go like this. And so here's the thing. Love, understanding, compassion, it's all there. It's all around you, all of the time. You just have to look for it and see it. Because if you don't look for it, you're never going to see it. Or you can always just watch a silly dog wrestle with a silly top that costs $6 at Home Depot that he just seems to think is the best toy ever. All right, my friends, thank you for popping in. Thank you for commenting, sharing, all of those things. It is birthday weekend, and I'm going to go out to dinner tonight with my family, and I forgot about that, which is why you're getting this little short pre-record, because life happens. It doesn't happen according to plan very often. Love my little yellow flowers over there. Aren't they pretty? And I got more flowers over there under our flag, which I finally got a spotlight for, so I don't feel bad about being out at night. All right, mental health matters because 2 out of every 3 gun deaths we hear about are suicides. And if we don't talk about mental health, then we're not going to get anywhere, and we're not actually going to save lives. Those of us in the Second Amendment community understand that all the regulations in the world do not stop people's behavior. And people's behavior is what cause suicide. And people's behavior is what cause violence. And if we talk about being seen, felt, understood, and heard, this is how we will help people have better mental health. All right, we're out. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for popping in. Should be live next week. DJ and I are working on some projects.